to you, Abhijit ji. You're something of a lone wolf. We know you're a defense analyst and you are everywhere.
Hey, you are everywhere. I like that.
You are everywhere. That's a good one.
As in, well, I think he's the go-to person for anything to do with it.
That's going to be Abhijit's new description in our podcast.
He's everywhere.
Yeah.
See, I'm Trilokdarshi, Antaryami, all of that. I am all-seeing, omniscient, omnipresent.
Lovely.
That's
I
it.
know two things about you. I know that you consider yourself fairer than Kushal, and you don't like Iyengars for some reason. Can you actually weigh in on that? I would love to hear your thoughts on it.
So, see, I don't consider myself a defense analyst. I consider myself a dancer for peace. Because what happened was when I got back from Australia to India to do some serious policy analysis, I met this colleague of mine who was doing a Erasmus scholarship in Spain. That was the EU scholarships for foreign students in Europe. And she was at this university in Spain doing peace through art.
Wow.
And so I decided, because I was incredibly talented at dancing, I would also try to achieve peace through dance. And then what happened was I switched to a think tank called ORF, the Observer Research Foundation, where, my boss, Samir Saran, was extremely impressed with my dancing. And he encouraged me to pursue it. And what he said was, Abhijit, I'm so moved and touched by your peace through dance. I don't want you to focus just on defense. You'll understand more about defense if you actually understand education policy, nutrition policy, and things like that. So for the first year, he refused to let me do defense, and he wanted me to do all these other things, which he was so right about it. Because, when you understand how everything else impacts defense, then you actually begin to understand why things are going wrong, or you begin to see patterns and things like that. So, he kind of, if I started off just doing peace through dance, he kind of encouraged me to get into everything through dance.
And dance is that I'm fascinated.
Oh, I do dances all over. I dance at Konark Sun Temple. I've danced at...
I don't know if you saw the performance at the EU. I don't know if you saw the recent performance at EU. That was also coached by Abhijit.
Interpretive dance, yeah. And, I've danced... I've danced at the tomb of Babur in Kabul. I've danced at the tomb of Tamerlane in Samarkand. So, I achieved peace through dance. And in all of this, I realized there was the global Iyengar conspiracy, which was attempting to, you've heard of the Illuminati, but the Iyengars are over the Illuminati. So they've been trying to create global war and schism through the WTO and Klaus Schwab and people like that, and the World Economic Forum. Do you know the World Economic Forum is actually an Iyengar conspiracy too? Klaus Schwab is Iyengar, yes.
Wow.
Yes. So
Iyengar in the shape of a dog next to you?
No, that's a cat. Yes, they're both very naughty cats, but yes. But so I decided, but it's really something of a joke because all my friends are Iyengar. So it's just fantastic riling them up on everything under the sun.
The secret is out.
On a half serious note though, I find, I've known Iyers and I've known Iyengars. I've had friends, both friends, both parties as friends. But I always found Iyengars to be quite fanatical.
But it's not just Iyengars. Have you noticed Vaishnava traditions are generally very... Yes, Vaishnavites everywhere. It's not just Iyengars. They tend to be a lot more regressive. They're much more fanatical.
And there's of Hinduism.
They are. And see, there's a reason for it. They're the monotheists, the Akhenautists of Hinduism in that sense. Because for them, it is only Vishnu and Lakshmi in a sense.
Yes.
And Lakshmi, that too, as an adjunct to Vishnu. As opposed to Smarthas who believe in everything.
Not a Shakti.
Right. So Smarthas believe in everything. We believe in Shiva, Vishnu, Brahma, everything. And in fact, if you say Shaivite. It's actually much more Shaktite than it is Shaivite. The male form is worshipped as the adjunct of the female form in that sense, because in any Shaivite tradition, you will find a lot more veneration of the goddess than you will of the god. And, you won't exclude. So this is a sort of, so one of the things semi-serious is that Vaishnavism tends towards a very almost monotheistic, not monotheistic maybe, but henotheistic, a fanatical henotheistic part. And purely as a semi-serious joke, but there's a kernel of truth to it. Vaishnavism fundamentally believes in Dvaita.
In Dvaita.
Dvaita, whereas we are Advaita.
Vishishtadvaita again.
Well, I mean, most of them are Dvaitis. They're not even Visishta Dvaitis. So the thing out here is, so remember when an Iyengar dies, they go up to Vaikuntha and they massage Vishnu's feet. Whereas when a Iyer dies, we become Vishnu himself. So my logic has always been that Iyengars might as well start massaging my feet here and now, rather than wait to die and come up to Vaikuntha.
Happen eventually.
Well, it'll happen eventually. So, see, Iyers are here and Iyengars are here. We need to understand that. Yeah.
Wonderful.
Please remember to subscribe to us and switch on the notifications for this channel. For our other social media links, more content, and to support our work, please visit citti.net. Dhanyavad. Namaskar.